Hey everyone, Sean Joel here from Elevation Leaders, where we help you 10x your business valuation. Going to talk about a subject that's very near and dear to my heart today, profitable growth. So I was debating this with a few entrepreneurs the other day, and I think we were just getting confused in our different messaging. See, most startups cannot expect to be profitable from day one, but that should absolutely, generally speaking, be their ambition. I think most private companies owe it to themselves, to their stakeholders, to their employees, to their suppliers, to their clients, to be profitable in the long run. Now, there are exceptions to this rule. We do coach some companies that are, for example, public, and all they care about is going after market share or launching a very exclusive technology or product, which is going to cause some short-term pain for some very, very positive long-term gain. However, that can only last so long. You can only keep turning and turning and churning and losing money month after month if the end game is to eventually make some money. You do have to be profitable at one point, whether you're public or whether you're a private company. So when you're looking at profitable growth, which a lot of people think is kind of a unicorn or not possible, a few criteria to remember. Number one is that we are really talking here about growing at a steady way and a steady stage per year. It would be almost impossible to be just doubling your business year after year and to remain profitable, because there's going to be so many investments to make in people and technology and space and services and all kinds of different things. And very likely you're going to have to overspend to be able to have that kind of growth. What I'm talking about when I speak of profitable growth is a little bit what we speak about in scaling up, which is 20% year over year. Now, of course, that's not going to be a perfect science. It will fluctuate once in a while. You may go from 5 to 10%, and then you could have a year of 30%, but you're really in a manageable realm of growth that doesn't overextend you or the team. So a few things to remember when you're talking about profitable growth. I'm going to give you 4 specific tips that you should work on from day one to ensure you can have profitable growth in the medium to long term, if not in the short term. So number 1 has to do with strategy. It's building your big, hairy, audacious goal, your long-term vision, and ensuring that everything comes from there. Once you've established this incredible long-term painted picture, 10 years out, this incredible thing that you're going to accomplish as a business, everything should come from there. Your 3-year capacities, 1-year initiatives, and your 90-day plan, and then going all the way down to your monthly priorities and right into your weekly and daily tasks. Everything should be coming, and you have blinders on. You're just going towards that one long-term strategy. If you get that right, that'll make a huge difference in avoiding distractions and being very focused on what you're trying to accomplish. Secondly, when we talk about execution, you need to have standard operating procedures. It's absolutely shocking to me how often I get into businesses, even businesses that have been established for 20 years, even businesses that are 50, 70, $100 million. And when you ask to see the standard operating procedures, they look at you with a blank stare, and there is nothing on paper written, and there's still too much information in people's heads individually. This is a massive faux pas, very, very dangerous for a business. What you want to be building is a very clear set of standard operating procedures. And the way I want you to think about it is, let's say, for example, you're looking at sales. Well, how does your sales process run? If it's running through a VP sales or a director of sales or a sales manager, if that person would leave tomorrow morning, they're gone. They win the lottery, $60 million, there, get the heck out of here. Would anybody from the external point of view be able to come in and just take over sales without having even to skip a beat? And if you can say yes to that, you're probably in good shape. Most companies wouldn't be able to say yes to that because their processes are not documented or not digitized or not somewhere super clear where anybody could access them. So get your processes right. This will have a massive impact and a huge, huge difference on what you do. Then, of course, is the people side. I could have spoken about this first. Jim Collins always says people first. First who, then what. Getting the people side of your business is crucial. It's very, very important. And there's a few things you have to look at here. We're obviously living through a tremendous global labor shortage. I'm not going to speak about the reasons for that today, but there's a lot of different reasons we're going through that. What you need to consider when you're talking about people are a few different things. First, of course, you need to have the right people. Do you have people who follow your values and your culture? This, above all else, will ensure that your company does well. If you have people that don't have your company tattooed on their heart, they don't care about their teammates, your company will eventually fail. There's no way around it. So make sure you have people that fit your values. And then you have to make sure that you give them a clear scorecard, and you want to define for them what success looks like. Okay, you want to give them the story over the next 6 to 12 months, written in the future tense, where you're actually telling them the story of their success within your business. Okay, by giving them that clarity, it'll make a huge difference in their performance, because you're basically outlining for them what they need to do to be successful in your business. So once you've gotten those 3 pillars right, talk about strategy, execution, and the processes, and your people, you have to pay attention to cash. Now, the smaller the business, I've noticed, the less they pay attention to cash, but most companies are not actively working on their cash conversion cycle. What is a cash conversion cycle? It is the moment that cash leaves your business until the moment cash enters your business. So let's say you are a manufacturer of shoes. Well, you're gonna have to pay your supplier, so money's going out. You have to make the shoes, you have to bring in the shoes, you're gonna start shipping and selling the shoes, and then you're gonna get paid. That gap of time is your cash conversion cycle. Unfortunately, a lot of companies have cycles that are 3, 4, 5, 6 months long, which is absolutely painful, and it's gonna hurt your bottom line and your cash flow tremendously. What you need to do is find ways to reduce that cycle. Can you get people on an MRR, some type of monthly recurring revenue, where they're paying you monthly? Can you change the way your payment terms are designed? Can you ask for payment up front on certain of your products and services? Can you negotiate your suppliers to pay them out as far as possible? Still being reasonable, still being fair, but finding a way to reduce your cash conversion cycle. One of the best examples we have of this in history is Dell Computers. So Michael Dell, what they did as a business, at first they were like most companies, they were paying for their computer parts, building the computer, shipping the computer to end users and clients, and getting paid. It was about 64 days. They started taking payment up front. It sounds very simple and easy to do, but imagine the first day they did this. Imagine they did this to you the first day. You would have a mental breakdown saying, wait, I've been paying 64 days out, and now you're asking me to pay tomorrow morning before I even place my order, get everything going here. Of course, you're going to be frustrated, but this changed the game completely for Dell, so much so that he was able to buy back his company from the public markets because he saw so much value in this business. By getting people to pay up front for their computer and shipping it within 21 days, they went from plus 64 to minus 21 days. So an 85-day cash conversion cycle improvement. So by doing these type of things, whether you're in an early stages of your business or whether you're a more mature business, it doesn't matter. Those are the things you need to have profitable growth. Because again, I will reiterate, I really don't see the reason that any private business would be growing for the sake of growing. You really want to put your emphasis on being profitable month after month. And I want to leave you with one question to really think about. And this has to do with ego, and it has to do with vanity. Would you prefer to have a $100 million company that's making 1% a year, or would you rather have a $10 million company making 10% a year? So if you've done the math really quickly, both companies are making $1 million, but I promise you the $10 million company is going to have much less stress, be much more organized, and probably have a much better culture than the $100 million company that's only making 1%, and all the problems that come with that. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Aim for profitable growth in your businesses. I think this is absolutely achievable. Aim to grow anywhere between 10 and 25% per year, staying in the black or in the green, as we like to say, and you'll see that'll have much more of an impact than just chasing market share and just chasing revenue. So I hope this has been helpful, and if it is, please be willing to share it with those in your community. Thanks, and have a great day.